Good evening, Chief Metuh, and thank you for joining us today. What's your impression? Your impression about the results announced so far? Because already some say, "Wait a minute, what happened in Kogi, Ondo, for instance? The APC won those states, and that they thought your party was going to have it."
Well, the truth of the matter is, what we have now, we can only speak on the results INEC have released. The PDP, as a responsible party, has refrained from commenting the results of any election or speculating on it until INEC released it. That's one point. Secondly, the issue of winning states, the number of states, or Ondo or Kogi, is not material at this point. What is material is that the Electoral Act and our laws provide that whoever would be declared winner would be the person that has the highest number of votes and that has satisfied requirement of 25% into 10 of the states. And that is our focus. From the results that have been announced, it is obvious that our candidate, the President Goodluck Jonathan, is being widely accepted by the majority of voters. As we speak, from confirmation from INEC, we are leading in the results so far announced. We expect this pattern to be continued until the end of the announcement of results. So what we were focused on is having the highest number of votes in the entire country. As we speak, our party, our position now is to commend our president for a good showing and to thank Nigerians for the faith and for believing in our president and in our party. That is what we are focused on. But we must caution that those of them that are engaging in undemocratic practice or protest or calling out people should refrain from that for the interest of peace, for the interest of human rights and properties as well. There are democratic ways of registering your protest.
What would you attribute your...
Unrest is not part of it. If you want to protest, if you want to riot, come out first. Bring out your children to be at the forefront. Do not endanger the lives of innocent Nigerians.
Mr. Metuh, what would you attribute the successes you have recorded so far to in your party?
Precisely the verifiable record of performance of the president. The fact that he has touched on all sectors of the economy. The fact that our party is strong and we are built on the structures that we have in every single polling booth, in every single ward in the country. And most importantly, the fact that Nigerians love PDP for peace, unity, and progress of our dear country.
All right. A lot of people will think that it's been a long day, if you will, because of what Nigerians have been expecting. Not only Nigerians, people across the world. They've been looking forward to this moment when the results were coming, and here we have it, 9 of them already. But from what we have so far and the conduct of these exercises to the post-voting phase of this process, how would you rate INEC?
Well, we have our misgivings, we have our own problems with INEC based on their refusal to heed to our warnings on the challenges that concern the vote, the INEC PPCs. We believe that the issue of accreditation should have been manual because the turnout actually was very large. A lot of people turned out to vote. Some of them went back home because of the problems associated with this. In some other places, voting was delayed. So we believe that if they have heeded our advice, it would have been smoother. But by and large, I think that the most important thing is that the European Union, they've stated that this election is free, fair. And that means it's going to be credible. So we do hope that whenever the results are being announced, where the areas that we have problems with, we'll register it and we'll write a protest and we'll democratic process.
Okay.
We expect our competitors to do the same, the opposition to do the same. Any misgivings they have in any particular state, any election, they should follow the lawful means of protest.
All right. The anxiety and the kind of expectations that we saw online, a lot of Nigerians have expressed, and when some results we saw them online, a lot of Nigerians were saying, wait a minute, are these the true results? But of course, INEC said, look, any other result you're seeing apart from the one INEC will officially announce is illegal. But what would you say now? Because we heard from the director of media of your presidential campaign organization saying yesterday that your party had already won in 23 states. What would you say about these developments?
No, I think maybe he must have been misquoted. Our party will not engage in any unlawful or illegal announcement of results. And we will not make any statement to endanger the peace. What we know is that we'll go with the announcement of INEC, which is the body that is lawfully permitted to announce results. Now, we have already charged our members and our supporters nationwide, social media and otherwise, to be careful. We cannot engage because the opposition are doing what appears to be popular but is wrong. We cannot engage them. Two wrongs do not make a right. Let us conduct ourselves responsibly and respectably. We are waiting for INEC results, and we will make pronouncements, decisions based on INEC results. And we're happy. So far, so good.
And you're satisfied too, isn't it?
And we thank Nigerians.
All right, let me ask you this also. Yesterday we were having a discussion here in the studios, Channels Television, the headquarters, of course, here in Lagos, Nigeria. And our guests did say that they subscribe to having the elections results coming in a little more faster. And that can only be achieved if we go technology-wise. What are your thoughts along this line? Would you like to see a situation whereby election results are coming out almost real time?
Well, do remember that we don't have electronic voting in this country. The laws of the country, the Electoral Act does not permit electoral voting. So, in as much as we don't have that, it's difficult to have a real-time announcement of results.
But what do you want to see? What would you like to see, say, in 2019?
We want changes. We want our electoral law to go with the sign of the times. We hope that in due course the National Assembly will amend the laws to permit electronic voting.
Do you support?
Election results.
Do you support the notion that INEC has to make real-time announcement of result as to what we have now, that results are coming in trickles?
It is not INEC that will do that. It is the Electoral Act. It is the National Assembly that will do that to permit or to allow for electronic voting. As long as we are doing what we are doing, the elections will have to be collected at the booths, then the wards, the local government, before they get to the senatorial zones, and then the states. Then you expect the state returning officers to proceed to INEC office here in Abuja to submit the results personally and in person, physically. They cannot accept electronic transfer of the votes. The returning officer, the state returning officer of the state rec must come to INEC physically. So these are the challenges that they have, and you cannot just wish that they will transmit it electronically. Our laws do not permit that.
Let me also
remember,
bring this.
Without laws, without obedience, there will be no country. And that's why we always protest and we argue that the result or the result to request for anarchy and chaos, like our opponents always do, is not in the best interest of our country. No. Well, we are law-obedient party, and we believe that this country can only progress on the laws of respect of the laws of the country.
The chairman of the commission spoke about the percentage of the card readers that failed to, I think it was 0.025.
Yes.
That's, he says, very minimal. So does that suggest that all the complaints that perhaps or objections your party had brought up eventually were immaterial?
I will not join INEC in that, because I believe that what is important right now is the results that they're announcing. We are focused on it. We want to win this election, and we hope and we know that we'll win this election by the grace of God and because of the pattern of the results they've announced. I'm not preempting anything, but we believe that we'll win this election. The problems that we had with the card readers and other things are all in the past. Let us not, our party, we always focus at this time. We will not behave like that of somebody that is running for a delegate election and advertising in newspapers as if he's running for the election. We are focused on winning this election, and we believe that we'll win this election. Candidates have come and gone. The problems are in the past. We'll address it after the whole results have been received.
Well, let's get your response on what the presidential candidate of COA Party, Professor Shona, did say before you came on. She talked about the fact that your party particularly had a lot of money to throw around, and that was unfair on her part, and that your party exceeded the requirements by the Electoral Act of the kind of funds you were required to raise for the elections.
Who said that?
The presidential candidate of COA Party.
COA Party?
Yes.
Who is that? A lady?
Yes.
Is a presidential candidate? She campaigned across the nation. Nigerians know of that party. Well, for us, we will not denigrate any party. But our advice to her is that next time she should build a broader consensus to have Nigerians to support her. You will not be jealous of the fact that a party that is national in outlook is having support of people, of business community, of women, of the youth, and people are genuinely making contributions to make sure that that party succeeds. We have not exceeded, our spending has been minimal. It is just that the people of Nigeria are totally in support of us. They love our president. They love our party because our party is peaceful. Our party builds on the unity of this country. So people are happy with it. Nigerians want to remain one. Nigerians want to be peaceful. Nigerians want to live in peace. And Nigerians want success and progress. This is what PDP is all about. And that is the only reason, that is the strength of this party. That is the magic of the party. For now, we remain that party, the PDP, the Toro party, the party that is that Nigerians love. Thank you.
You know, I often tell my colleagues sometimes that, well, politicians, incurable optimists they are. Again, you say here that you are indeed sure that your party will win these elections. What if it happens otherwise?
We are Democrats. We are law-abiding citizens. We believe in democracy. We love our democracy. There is no substitute for democracy. There are lawfully stated steps to protest an election or to challenge the result of an election. This PDP is a law-abiding party. That's all I can say. And we expect others to have that same faith in democracy. Democracy must be practiced well in this country. There are tenets of this system of government. So we believe in democratic principles and practice. We want others to emulate it.
I think just before we let you go, let me ask you this question. What are your plans? What do you intend to do after the election results are announced as a party?
Well, I believe that the leadership of the party will meet first to decide that. But one thing that is instructive is that we've already stated that for now we are focused on rebuilding a national consensus, ensuring that standard of our focus in life to reorient our values and to curb on the waste and the excesses in the system. We focus with Nigerians to believe in themselves, to love one another, and so that we can build a bigger country, a greater country. That is what is important.
All right. Thank you, Chief Olisa Metuh, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP.